Yo everyone, what is going on? Welcome back to my channel. As always, in today's video I have some more banging recipes to show you. I have a Sour Patch Kids inspired recipe, I have a Nandos inspired recipe, I'm taking you through a workout and a physique update as well. So there is a lot going on in today's video, and let's actually skip the rest of the intro. You know the deal by now. Make sure you smash the like button and let's go to the first minute. So I'm actually going to start by preparing a recipe that won't be ready till a little bit later on, and it's actually a trend that I saw on TikTok. So I'm going to start by adding 300 grams of washed mixed grapes to a bowl. Then I'm going to squeeze half of a lemon and half of a lime over the grapes. Then I'm going to get a pack of strawberry sugar-free jelly powder. Each packet contains 36 calories, and I'm just going to evenly disperse the powder over the grapes. And I've actually never seen anybody use the sugar-free jelly. I've seen people use low-calorie sweetener instead, which is another option. But yeah, this is definitely much nicer, much sweeter. And this is how we are looking at the moment. And then I'm gonna leave the grapes to freeze in the freezer for about 4 to 5 hours. So I'll show you the end result to these makeshift Sour Patch Kids at the end of the video. But in the meantime, let's throw it back to a few days ago. I recorded a push session in the beloved GOG, the Garage of Gains. Alright people, what is going on? Just thought I'd do a little impromptu voiceover over this workout just to keep you company. So I'm still tipping away in the Garage of Gains. We actually had a announcement yesterday in Ireland saying that gyms are probably up for review in May, meaning that they might open in May. Whether that happens or not, I'm not too sure, but I don't know, fingers crossed. So yeah, this session here is a chest focused upper session. I'm starting with the incline bench, and this is an exercise I start with probably once per week. And on the bar here is 96.5 kg. I actually moved up to this weight in this session for the first time. I was pretty happy with my performance. This last rep here was a struggle. But yeah, I'll probably stick with that now for the next few weeks. Try and make as much progress as possible in terms of increasing the reps. And then, you know, when I'm pretty happy with that, I'll move up again. I think the next jump up is probably around 98 kg, and those are the kind of slow or small jumps that I make on a semi-regular basis, just to ensure that I am always, you know, progressing in some sense and that I do not hit a plateau. Because one of the main kind of drawbacks I see people making, or one of the main mistakes I see people making, is that they move up way too quickly and they try and add like 5 or 10 kg to the bench at a time, and that is just a recipe for you plateauing really quickly because you are just not ready for the weight that you are putting on the bar. And I supersetted that, you would have just saw, with the barbell preacher curl. And with the way my workouts are set up at the moment, I do a total of 6 exercises in a session, and they are broken down into 3 supersets. And the main reason I do those supersets is just because they are more time efficient, because I find in the garage my workouts are quite time consuming, just because there's so much playing around with weights, with adjustable dumbbells, with like taking plates off, with putting them back on, and all that kind of stuff, like I'm literally doing here. This takes up so much time, but yeah, doing supersets just makes things go a little bit quicker. I don't really like spending too long in the gym, like anything over an hour and 15 minutes, I'm just like, get me out of here. But yeah, my last superset was the lean away lateral raise. Side delts are a big focus of mine. They have been for the last couple of years, so I always isolate them in every upper body session, and I supersetted that with the dumbbell shrug. These are 52.5 kg dumbbells, so I'm really trying to push the weight here. I'm getting really strong on those actually. And then I did a little physique update at the end, so I'm currently sitting between 76 and 77 kg. Pretty happy with how I am looking, to be honest. So since my show, which was nearly 2 years ago at this stage, I've gained about 7-ish kg, and I'm still looking pretty lean, so I think some good muscle has been laid down. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying the video so far, and if you want to see more training footage going forward, just comment below and let me know. Okay, so I am back in the kitchen. It is time for my next recipe, and this is actually going to be a fish recipe, and I'm actually always quite hesitant to make fish on my channel because I know it's just one of those things that it's kind of hit and miss with people. You either love it or you hate it, or you think it's okay. That is my groundbreaking analysis on what people think of fish. But anyway, coming from somebody who isn't a massive fan of fish, this is actually a really tasty recipe. So if you're not a big fan yourself, bear with me. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna take 2 cans or 200 grams of drained tuna, and I'm gonna add them to a bowl. And to keep the calories of your tuna down, make sure you get tuna in brine or in spring water, because if you're getting tuna in oil, that will increase the calories. Next up, I'm gonna add half of an onion to the tuna that I have diced into little pieces. Next, I'm gonna add 60 grams of smooth porridge oats. And smooth porridge is basically just a mix of normal oats and oat flour. So if you do not have smooth porridge, you can just get normal oats and blend them in a blender. I'm gonna add 30 ml of egg whites into the mix, 30 grams of lighter than light mayonnaise, 30 ml of hot sauce. I'm going with Tabasco, but you can use a hot sauce of your choice. And then I'm gonna add some seasoning. So salt, some garlic, and for the main event, some smoked paprika. Even if this didn't go in this recipe, I'd probably add it in anyway. Nah, I wouldn't. Yes, I would. Okay, so now I'm gonna mix all of the ingredients together, and then with my hands, I'm gonna make them into 6 burgers. Not the most pleasant of jobs, but it will be worth it. All right, so this is how we are looking, all pretty even in size. And before I cook these, I'm actually gonna put them in the freezer for about 15 minutes so they become nice and firm and they hold together well. And that actually isn't an essential step, so you know, if you don't have freezer space or something like that, it's fine. You could even just put them in the fridge for 15 minutes if you wanted. Okay, burgers are looking nice and firm, and now I'm just going to cook them on the pan for about 5 minutes on each side. Alright, so the final result is actually unreal in my opinion. They're just so crispy, you'd kind of never expect them to be, and they're so tasty as well. And what's really so good about these is that they are so versatile. So if you wanted, you could actually have them as a snack with like a dipping sauce or something along those lines. That wouldn't be my thing, but I get it. I could see why people would want to do that. What I would probably do is have maybe 3 of them as part of like a main meal, like our lunch or a dinner, with a side of veg. Okay, so quick outfit change because Bruno just marked my other sock. It's genuinely so hard to stay mad at him though for longer than about 4 seconds. Hello little man, how are you? Oh yeah, good boy. Are we gonna show everyone your trick? Come here. Sit down. Good boy. Yes. But yeah, let's make some Nandos, and I actually got inspiration for this dish off Tasty Healthy Recipes on TikTok, so big shout out to him. Okay, so I'm gonna start by adding 40 grams of whole wheat pasta to a saucepan of boiling salted water. And that is gonna be followed by half of a diced onion, half of a diced red pepper, and 1 chopped up garlic clove. Then I'm gonna add in some seasoning, so some sea salt, some garlic, get your smoked paprika in there, don't be shy, and some peri seasoning as well. And you wanna make sure that everything is coated really well, so as I said, do not be shy with the seasoning. And when the chicken and veg are pretty much cooked and ready to go, you want to start adding your sauce. So I've lowered the heat on the pan, and I'm gonna add 30 grams of this lemon and herb Nando sauce. You can use whatever Nando sauce you like. Then I'm gonna add 50 grams of this lightest Philadelphia, which is low-fat soft cheese. And then what I'm gonna do is add some pasta water from my saucepan to the frying pan, maybe a couple of tablespoons at a time, and slowly but surely mix everything together. All right, so we are looking and tasting very good. A few cheeky spoon licks can confirm that. And now that my pasta is good to go, I'm gonna add it into the mix and mix it all together. Alright, absolute game changer. Changer de jus. Is that right? Jus? Sure? Jus? And one of my favorite things about this meal is that it is so easy to make. Like, all of my meals are pretty easy anyway, but this one you could literally do with your eyes closed, and it's so quick as well. It took me like 15 minutes max. And one thing that I do always say about pasta-based meals is that they are not very voluminous because pasta is quite calorie dense. So when you are having them, it is important to include a decent amount of veg, but at the same time, it's also important to know that not every single meal that you have, even when you are in a calorie deficit, has to be voluminous. So for example, if you are having like 4 meals per day or something like that, you could have like a couple of voluminous meals and a couple of less voluminous meals. And I think that's a decent strategy because by the end of the day, you're probably still going to be pretty full, but you're also not really restricted to only voluminous foods, because if you were doing that to yourself, there is a chance that you could get pretty bored pretty quickly. So this is how we are looking, and in these babies there is 248 calories and 9 grams of protein. And if you're wondering where that protein is coming from, jelly powder is actually a decent protein source. So in that jelly sachet, I think there's like 6 grams of protein, which is pretty good. It's not gonna like change your life or anything like that. You would have to consume a lot of jelly powder if that was like the only thing you were eating every day to hit your protein goal. That's so stupid, I don't even know why I said that. But the point that I'm trying to get across is that it will help towards your overall protein goal for the day, which is nice. And now let's give one a taste and see if it lives up to the Sour Patch Kids hype. So yeah, I'm not gonna stand here and pretend they're as nice as Sour Patch Kids, but they are extremely nice. And obviously the main benefit of these over Sour Patch Kids, apart from the fact they have more micronutrients, they are more micronutrient dense, is that they are gonna last you a lot longer. So if you're chilling out one evening watching Netflix and you wanna have something that is gonna last you like the whole episode or something like that, good shout. Let's actually taste a darker one for good measure so I can compare. I think I like green better. Alright everyone, I'm going to wrap the video up there. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed today's recipes. Make sure to comment below and let me know which one stole the show for you. Was it the Sour Patch Kids? Was it the Nandos? Or was it the tuna burgers? I have a feeling that nobody is going to vote for the tuna burgers. And if you did enjoy the video, I would really appreciate it if you hit the thumbs up button. It takes no length of time at all, but the more thumbs up the video gets, the greater the amount of people that get to see the video, so it really helps the channel grow. So if you did enjoy it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you are all keeping well, and I will see you in the next video.